Hey?
Oh, wait. Wrong show.
Miz Morrison. Hey. Ho, that's right. Miz and More. Oh, sorry. Hi, guys. This is Bodega Nights. My name is Martin. That's here Joao, and we got Norm here as well. So, how you guys doing tonight? Or this morning?
Right,
Sunday morning.
Because remember, in Manila, we're Bodega Nines. I'm going to keep running that joke into the ground until it's not funny anymore.
It's 12-hour difference.
Right now it's like Bodega Nights here at 10 p.m. So, how you doing? So, literally, it's still night.
Yeah.
It's a late night show with Martin.
Yes.
Now, what, do you guys have daylight savings over in Brazil?
I wouldn't know, so I need to ask.
What is daylight savings? I keep getting confused.
Daylight savings time is like this weird thing some countries use, like in America. Like right now, I think it should be spring forward, like in the second quarter. And then by fall time, they're gonna move their clocks backward by 1 hour.
Why?
I do not know.
Well,
it just happens.
There's still 24 hours in the day. Why do they have to move it forward or backward?
To save daylight.
America.
Why?
To save daylight. Well, this happens in a lot of countries that are nearer the poles, right? Where sunlight can be inconsistent depending on which time of year. So, like in some places, you have sundown at like 5 p.m. Right? And so, in order to maximize the amount of sunlight, instead of telling the sun to set later, you just move all of your clocks back. That way, you have more daylight during the day.
All right. Okay.
Right?
It's weird, but all right.
Right? Like, it was something that was really important when you had agricultural societies, where a lot of your productivity was tied to the amount of time that the sun was out. So, as a way to kind of maximize the daylight, they moved their clocks. Yeah, during certain times of the year.
Okay, I guess that makes sense.
Okay.
We're very near the equator, so we're never gonna experience that. So
yeah, I mean, like our sunsets are anywhere between like usually around 6, and that's consistent throughout the year. So
That is true.
Or in the weird case of the one time we sunset at around 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Summer.
But
Man.
how's there are other countries that have
what?
really, really extreme versions of this, right? Like months of sunlight and no darkness, and darkness for the rest of the year or something.
Whoa. I
Yeah.
guess So, like the North Pole or like the South Pole?
Yeah, like the poles essentially.
Yeah.
3 months of sun and nothing.
That's depressing, dude. What's it had a movie sort of like that about somebody going insane. Robin Williams was in a movie about that.
There's a lot of movies about people going insane now.
Oh yeah, but
especially like
this was like in the 90s, I think, like 97.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
Robin Williams.
No, it wasn't 97. 97? What? No.
A Robin Williams film that I know in the late 90s was like when he's the robot, where he voiced that robot.
Bicentennial Man?
Yeah, that's what I remember. I don't know if it's 97 or 98 or 99. Something like that. All I can remember is some guy going crazy is Jack Nicholson. I think when he says, "Here's Johnny" or something. Or like, yeah, that scene.
Right,
I think it's
there.
a Stanley
It was
Kubrick film.
Insomnia. It was a 2002 film directed by Christopher Nolan, with Al Pacino and Robin Williams in it, about a detective that goes to Alaska and kind of goes crazy because of the way that the days work there.
Huh.
Oh, man.
2002 film based off of a 1997 film from Norway.
Whoa, all the way
I
from
mean, I would
Oslo,
understand.
Paper, Norway.
I'm actually curious which one of them goes crazy. Is it Robin Williams? Is it Al Pacino? I mean, I understand it's Robin Williams just because normally it would be.
It's Robin
Going
Williams.
crazy isn't Al Pacino's.
If I remember correctly, because I haven't seen the movie in like 20 years at this point. Wait.
Yeah, man.
18.
18, yeah, in 18 years.
He's living in the future.
Not 14 years, right?
What's it? It was Al Pacino that
That went
played the
crazy?
detective that
Oh.
goes crazy. Yeah,
Now I'm curious what Robin Williams' role is here. Is he the murderer?
he was he's a bad guy, dude.
Oh, this is the weird period where Williams was always the bad guy.
Yeah. This was sort of that period where Robin Williams. This was around the same time as Death to Smoochie.
When Robin Williams actually went crazy and his career, he was doing weird movies where he's either crazy, depressed, murderous,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
three. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
so weird. Death to Smoochie.
Oh man.
Like one of those like I really love that film because it's kind of bad, you know.
It was what was it like close to?
Oh,
What was
God.
that? Cable Guy, but not as funny.
Yeah.
It was just really,
Well, some
really
people
dark.
make fun of Cable Guy being, sucky. I don't know why.
It was really silly
It's okay.
Because it isn't great, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude.
It could have been funny and dark and deep, but it was just Jim Carrey hamming it up in the best Jim Carrey way possible. Like he was still in the mask mode when he was doing Cable
Oh
Guy.
yeah.
So
Yeah, but
true.
you guys should watch Death to Smoochie, man. It's one of those low points in Robin Williams' career.
all right, I'll put it up right after I watch Insomnia because now I'm curious. It's Christopher Nolan and Robin Williams
I know. What the hell?
and Al Pacino going crazy. So
Oh wow.
Yeah, so those are your two. Those are the two films that you might want to watch, just to
Speaking of-
look at that sort of era in Robin Williams. What's it?
Dark
in Robin
career.
Williams' career, yeah.
Filmography.
all right.
But what's
Speaking
it?
of
Insomnia
weird
was
films,
really
man.
good.
Yeah,
And
Insomnia. Okay.
wait. Yeah, Insomnia. Just so you know, like, Insomnia is a really good film, and I think Death to Smoochie is so bad it's good.
Okay
see.
then. Thanks for the disclaimer.
How about that? How about Zodiac? It's a weird film where I saw Robert Downey Jr. as an actor there, but yikes! I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
It's
I saw
basically
Zodiac.
like a film.
I saw
That was
Zodiac.
way before he did Iron. That's like years or like a couple of years before his first Iron Man film, right?
You can argue it was Robert Downey doing Robert Downey as a journalist.
This
Yeah,
is the
actually.
David Fincher film.
Yeah. It was
Yeah,
nice.
man.
I liked it. I don't know if it was accurate, but
fine.
I liked it.
It just made me feel weird, and I think that was before Tropic Thunder as well.
Why did it make you feel weird, Mark? Why?
He's like, whoa, this is the guy from Ally McBeal, and he's now a journalist. Huh? What is this?
Yeah,
Kind of like that.
It came out the year before Tropic Thunder, apparently.
Yeah, and then Tropic Thunder. I'm like, what the hell is happening here?
He's showing
What
off
the
his
hell?
range.
Hey. Yeah, literally.
Was that before or after Kiss Kiss Bang Bang with Val Kilmer?
Probably after, right?
2005,
Yeah,
Kiss
like-
Kiss Bang Bang, and what's this
And
Zodiac?
then 2006 was Zodiac.
Oh.
I remember watching it during first
2007,
year
so-
college.
The movie with Val Kilmer
Oh,
was
wow.
first.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Man,
Talking about
Wow,
movies.
it's been a
You guys have been
while,
tagging me on Facebook for this 10 movies thing.
Oh yeah, this movie
Yeah,
challenge I got tagged by Sir Joel.
Yeah, yeah.
I kind of feel bad because I forget certain movies I wanted to put there, but those are the first 10 movies that got popped up in my head. So obviously day one was The Room by Tommy Wiseau.
wait. Just
Oh,
so,
hi, Mark.
just so the faithful 14. Man, I haven't used that in so long. Just so that the faithful 14 know what we're talking about. It's one of those,
Facebook chain
I-
things.
yeah, Facebook chain, like, sort of get it to go viral kind of things, where you're supposed to post a still from a movie that made an impact on you or whatever without
Yeah.
any sort of
No
context,
posters,
without,
no title, no explanation.
Yeah. So one of those, then you're supposed to tag somebody else to do it for
Yeah.
their 10 films.
The thing is,
Yeah.
I don't tag anyone because I don't want to, come on, I don't want to, give people something to work on when there's already stuff in their labs. So if I get tagged, sure, I'll play it, but I ain't tagging anyone new. Did you guys tag
I
anyone
got
new?
tagged by 3 people. Does that mean I have to put up 30 movies?
No. Just do it once.
I'm
Make 'em
gonna
second
tag
if
Norm
they
again.
want to.
Be like,
Oh yeah.
This is day 1 version 4.
Day 1 version Joao.
I may not have enough people in my friends list to tag from these games.
That's why
Yeah,
I don't tag.
what do I have, dude? So far I've tagged my girlfriend, and Val from work,
Class record?
and the class record. Right there's your cross promotion for the episode. And and for Val, it was the still from The Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers.
Yeah.
Like that handshake. Like, "Oh, got you pushing pencils all day."
Nice.
So, yeah, because we were talking about that on an episode. The other, what's it?
Is it
the other
out
day.
now?
Like 2 episodes ago or whatever for the class record, we were talking about
nice.
Predator
Predator!
and Austrian Death
Actually,
Machine.
he never actually said
Whoa.
the name in that movie.
Yeah, he did it.
It's a Predator. And
So what you're saying is it's sort of like a Mandela effect kind of thing where everybody just thinks he said Predator.
yes. You all think he never said
I'm here.
The Predator.
unless, my fragmented memory is wrong.
Yeah.
But I
I
really
wouldn't
doubt
know,
it.
man. I haven't seen that thing since I was a kid, so
It's a modern classic, that one.
I really have to I really have to watch it again.
Oh, speaking of movies or like things that are in video, so you guys obviously have tried video OK, right?
Huh?
Obviously, we have in cast parties. There are video OK machines that where we sing certain songs. There's like clips of Michael Jordan or any NBA games or highlights, right?
Karaoke.
Recently,
Carry on
Yeah,
with this
recently,
karaoke reference.
well, we'll carry on like the Black Parade, yes. Like, recently I've been seeing in Facebook like a match between Heidenreich and The Undertaker, and that's the background while someone's playing video OK for an OPM song. And now, somewhere in my Facebook timeline, there's like a match between John Cena and Edge, and OPM song na naman kinakanta. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, man.
I mean, you could.
Good stuff.
The only
but
thing stopping
why?
is copyright law, but,
Yeah.
they're not going after video game machines.
I know. So it's so weird to see them like brutally beat each other up.
While you're
Like
singing
Edge and John
the
Cena.
theme song to Titanic or something.
Let me
or
let
like
me
some Pinoy
there's
love
a-
song.
There's a video on Facebook.
Hold on. I'm gonna share this to you.
Thank you, Mark.
Will we put it on the show notes?
What?
No.
A link to Facebook?
I just saw it on fine, I'll put it in the show note.
Upload it on the Discord, Mark.
Oh man.
okay. Putting it on.
Where
the
is it?
So we have a
That-
Discord we've created, and we're still figuring out what to do with it. Just so everybody knows.
Yeah, let's just put all the links for the show notes in the Discord.
And
Link in the show
so
notes.
speaking of Discord, any Discord channels you guys been active on? Because I rarely use Discord either way.
There's no, actually, not really. It's like when I join a Discord channel, I'm just like quiet.
Yeah. I haven't gotten around to using it as a community thing yet, but we'll get around to it.
At some point.
Yeah. We have a long quarantine ahead of
Same.
us.
But what?
Well,
I want to go back to. I want to
Yeah.
go back to those that 10 films thing. What are the movies or films that you guys are putting up or have put up?
I don't know, man.
okay.
I'm seeing a lot of duplicates, so I'm like, is it
Yeah.
a rule that I have to put up an original, or is if my friend puts up something that that struck a chord with me, I can't put it up anymore?
No, you can put it up. It's your top 10 or your 10 movie. Well, I think I mentioned like my day one is obviously The Room by Tommy Wiseau. So what's my date?
I fully expect a lot of our friends to put up Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't put that up. Oh God, it's not even in my top 10. I like it, but sorry, Doc.
I guess you're not
Sorry,
one of my
Marty.
friends.
Day 2 was Dude, Where's My Car? Day 3 was
Sweet.
The Usual Suspects. Day 4 was
What does mine say?
Sweet.
Sweet.
Sweet. How about mine? Dude. Day 4 was Transformers the movie.
Interesting.
Let's see. Day 5 was Zoolander.
Oh yeah, I
Day
gotta put that up there.
6 was Phoenix. I don't think you guys know this. Day 7 is Little Nicky.
I wanna put up dodgeball up there.
Oh yeah,
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Day 8 is the oh god, what's this? Fuck.
Euro Trip for all
it's
the 14-year-olds out there.
Oh my gosh, I forgot to put Euro Trip. Oh, no,
If you know, you know.
Why? Monty Python and the Holy Grail was day 8.
Oh
day
god, that's
9
such a good
is
movie.
Star Trek First Contact, and day 10 is Pootie Tang.
Dang, booty tang.
What a tang. And Dirty, who's that guy? Dirty Dan? Dirty, basically the villain's called Dirty D. Oh, Dirty D! With the dirty money. Literally dirty money.
All right, that's
Speaking of
it's an interesting
Monty Python
10
and the Holy
films.
Grail, Norm, and Joao, didn't you use that line for us in a audition literally 10 years ago for the leader?
What?
Asked us, what is your name?
Yeah, what is your quest?
Is your quest? What is your favorite color?
Blue. No, yellow.
Panics at the last moment.
What is a speed velocity of unladen swallow?
That's such a good movie.
Yeah, it is. Good times.
I'm gonna put up
Look
a.
at how
Everything you see here is now yours. What? The curtains?
Oh, dude, Men in Tights! I forgot that.
We're men. We're men in tights.
This is
We run from the rich. We get to the poor. That's right.
when I was a kid, before watching any actual Robin Hood stuff, it was Men in Tights. So
Me too.
to this day, the canonical Robin Hood, at least in my head canon, is from Men in Tights, man.
Same here. Because
It's
I know the yeah.
Oh no, go ahead.
Okay, I'm going ahead. You know that Robin Hood movie where Bryan Adams sang the theme song? I think it's The Prince of Thieves or something. Robin Hood, the more serious Robin Hood.
Wait, Dave Chappelle was in Men in Tights?
Yes.
Yeah, man. Dave Chappelle
It was the
in Men in
first
Tights.
time I've ever been exposed to Dave Chappelle.
And I didn't know it was Dave Chappelle. Oh man.
It was his Hollywood break.
Yeah, and then he went
Isaac
to Con
Hayes
Air.
was in Men in Tights. Cool.
This is like
Isn't
the
that Big
yearbook
John
for a lot
Studd
of
as
people.
well?
Huh.
Yep.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle was in Men in
That was when he knew he made it. When he finally got Men in Tights. Idiocracy
It's like that,
is Idiocracy is gonna be on one of my top 10 lists for the movie.
Yeah, man. Oh man, Man in Tights is so cool.
Mm.
And yeah, it made me not take Robin Hood seriously because
Why?
it's the best Robin Hood film.
Yeah.
There was this meme going around where Robin Hood gives the money to the poor people, and they say they respond thanking Robin Hood and thank God now he's finally rich. And then Robin Hood says, "You're what?"
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I love that. Yes, we are now reacting to memes on this channel.
God.
It's
I
the
know.
audacity.
So Patrick, yikes.
YouTube trends have invaded this podcast.
Yeah. Patrick Stewart was in Men in Tights apparently.
Yeah. I remember Patrick Stewart.
What?
I forgot Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart Okay. And Dave Chappelle in one movie?
Oh
Man,
hell yeah.
this another movie that you wouldn't expect to have such an all-star cast, but does, that you might want to check out is Kenneth Branagh's Much Ado About Nothing. Have you seen that?
I'd ask what it's about, but
Wait,
I'm
is that-
waiting for the
Oh
nothing.
my god.
No, it's Shakespeare.
Okay.
It's Shakespeare adaptation. Kenneth Branagh
Oh.
and Much Ado About
The
Nothing.
guy who directed Thor 1.
Yeah, the guy who directed Thor 1 and
Okay.
has done every other Shakespeare play put to film, at some point in his career. But Much Ado About Nothing has an insane cast, dude. Robert Sean Leonard, Denzel Washington, Keanu Reeves, Michael Keaton, Emma Thompson, really.
Let me Google that.
and they all speak in like old modern English. So like it's really weird because they're literally using the Shakespeare text as
Script.
their script for the film.
Damn.
He starred in it too.
It's pretty
Hold on,
cool.
what year was that?
Oh, yeah, I mean it's Kenneth Branagh, dude. Kenneth Branagh stars in everything that he does. In every Shakespeare, it's got to be Kenneth Branagh.
I'm surprised he keeps getting greenlit.
Damn.
But alright.
Man, this is what Kenneth Branagh made his career on, dude. Like Shakespeare adaptations.
Had nothing to do with the Claire Danes Leo DiCaprio version.
It was like which is why it was so interesting, or it seemed like the perfect choice to get Kenneth Branagh to direct the first Thor film, because a lot of
Shakespearean.
it's like a lot of the earlier Thor comics had Thor speaking in that sort of early modern English kind of style, with all of your these and thous and all of that. So, what I was hoping for, but we didn't get, was that sort of style of English for Thor. But unfortunately, that didn't quite work out.
Yeah, now Thor plays Fortnite.
Fortnite?
That's the current version we got. So I mean, it's good. I guess it's more relatable.
Yeah,
And the transition from Thor 1 to Thor Ragnarok is smooth. He didn't just go straight to Fortnite. He slowly transitioned in.
Yeah, what's his name was did a really good job. Like sort of
Taika?
Taika Waititi kind of not really like he sort of reinvented Thor, but not really, which is what made it so good.
Yeah, I like that.
His
I just
vocabulary
like-
was sort of updated, but he's still the same Thor.
I like Jeff Goldblum in a Thor movie.
Yeah, dude.
that was awesome.
Life finds a way.
Yeah.
Godzilla, right?
Jurassic Park, dude.
Or Jurassic Park. Sorry. I was thinking of Godzilla. Why was I thinking of Godzilla?
Wait, he was in Godzilla?
Jeff Goldblum in Godzilla. That's a good idea.
No, that was Matthew. What's his name? Broderick.
Yes, that's Matthew Broderick.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were going to say Matthew Perry.
Why was I thinking of Godzilla?
That would be interesting.
Or McConaughey in Godzilla.
Yeah. Or Matthew Miller.
Alright.
All right.
Speaking of transformations, it's amazing Matthew McConaughey's transformation from alright to serious actor. Or
What was that show that he was in? True Detective. True Detective was so good.
It was.
Wait, that was Matthew McConaughey, right?
Yes.
Just making sure, man.
Definitely not Broderick. True Detective was so good.
Well, that was the first season.
Season 2 not so great.
I haven't watched. I didn't watch anything past the first season.
Thankfully, it's only like season is a standalone, so you're good.
Yeah. Martin, you didn't watch True Detective.
No, the only detective show I have watched in my life was Detective Conan.
I was waiting for that one.
Yeah.
You don't like cops?
Hey, I watched Cops, man. I watched that. Bad boys.
Dude,
What you
what's
gonna
it?
do?
Woody Harrelson is in the first season of True Detective.
Yes.
And it's one of
he's
his-
not trying to be funny.
And it's one of his best performances, I think.
Very
Okay.
nuanced.
Yeah.
I'll try, I guess.
It's not a
Not.
comedy movie.
It's depressing, though.
Yeah, so I don't want to watch that.
It's kind of
Maybe-
it's kind of a tough, but it's really good.
It's not Woody Harrelson as Woody from
No.
Cheers, right?
Absolutely not, dude.
So, yeah, I'll pass on that, dog.
It's Woody from Cheers after a heroin addiction.
Exactly. Pass on that.
Well, Woody Harrelson is another one of those actors that had this sort of insane transformation. Eternal
Man on the Moon?
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Woody Harrelson was in it.
Okay.
No, Jim Carrey.
All right, yeah, it's still one of the best.
Right? And
I gotta put it up there.
Like coming from his like Ace Ventura and like Cable Guy sort of persona to Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, which was just completely different. Like that was when I got a lot of respect for Jim Carrey.
Mm-hmm. It was a really huge transition.
Mark
Nobody-
Ruffalo and Elijah Wood were in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yes,
Wait, the Hulk,
the Hulk
was
was
there?
in there in his underpants.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a great movie. I really like the execution as because it was sci-fi and drama. And it just took a lot of things that I assumed from Jim Carrey and just turned them upside down. Like, wow, he can do this? Our CGI can do that?
Yes. CGI.
It's a really good film, though.
Yeah.
I still don't know if there was a scene where he was being bathed in a sink. I'm not really sure if
What?
it was they CGI'd him from a bathtub into a regular sink or they just made one gigantic sink. Anyway.
I wonder if they have a clip of that on YouTube.
That's good.
Woody Harrelson was not always a comedian, though. He was in a movie with what's her face, Demi Moore.
Okay. What was it about?
It's a very iconic movie. Indecent Proposal.
Oh, well, that sounds like very indecent of a proposal.
Yes, but just goes. Woody Harrelson was not always a comedic actor, so he was like shifting from serious comedy. So he just kind of like bounces around. I was kind of expecting Woody Harrelson to be perfect for a Guardians of the Galaxy movie or something, but I guess we'll see.
Yes, we will. Norm, are you guys there?
Yeah. I'm trying to find I'm still trying to find that scene that Norm was talking about.
Just Google Eternal Sunshine Mind Bath Scene. There's one on YouTube. Thank you, 14, for
Mind, rain, and
following us into this
Anyway.
rabbit hole. I can send you
Yeah.
the YouTube link.
yeah, man, just put it into the Discord.
Opening up Discord just for the community.
Oh, I saw it. Ah, yes. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind 2004. Whoa!
If you guys want to hit...
2004.
That's weird.
Yeah. It's right for a 2004 movie. It still holds up.
Okay. That's good then. I'm going to check it out later. Speaking of Jim Carrey movies, my favorite Jim Carrey movie was, Man on the Moon, when he was like this guy called... His name. I'm sorry, guys.
I like the Rob Williams movie Patch Adams, but I know a lot of people are divided on it. Because laughter
That
is
was
not
good.
actually medicine.
Oh, okay. Especially now.
Laughing at COVID is not effective.
Yep.
But the way our government is going, it can't hurt to try.
You and Mars both. So it's weird how I'm like maybe trying to podcast my way into a lot of before I might possibly get this.
What? Why are you very active in the podcast scene lately, Mark?
Because he's got a lot of time on his hands, dude.
Yeah, and no, actually, I'm just trying to, try to make use of this time. Because it's not coming back like maybe in 2 weeks because we come back to work. Yeah, we're coming back to the office May 11th. And the country here is reopening by May... Discord.
Discord, for anybody who's listening.
Link in the
Do
show
you want to
notes.
join
just
our
gotta look for
Discord?
Channel 14.
Seriously? You guys listening, you really want to join our Discord? There's nothing there but memes and fun stuff. Seriously, you're not missing out on anything.
There's
There's nothing there.
seriously, there's nothing there. But you can
Maybe
leave us a
topless
note.
pics of me, but yeah, nothing there at all.
The Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is on the Discord, and it's
Yeah.
just for that one bathtub scene.
The trailer. Anyway.
So I've moved on. This week I am playing Arknights.
Oh, what's that game about?
Smooth segue. It's a force game. It's an anime power
What?
defense game.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
okay.
one of those games where enemies just come at you and you kind of have to strategically place characters, where these are anime girls, into certain spots to try to stop them before they get to the exit point and you lose the match.
Hold on. Did you just say Arknights and anime girls? So is that a gacha game?
There's some of that. Yeah, kind of.
I see.
I mean, you're doing it's trying to replicate a company, so there's parts of it where you have HR recruit or hire people to plug into your squad.
To plug
Right.
them in. Who is your waifu now? Who's your main waifu? You said
Not-
anime girl,
not
so
me.
I assume you have a waifu that you have picked. Your main character. Oh, okay. Just checking. Because,
I haven't gone down that dark road yet, Martin.
I see.
Let's not rush it.
In future episodes, you will have her. and you will mention her in the show, and we'll tell you she's not best girl, and we will debate for 2 straight hours for the next episodes of Bodega Nights. Yeah, not really. So speaking of which, like, you got Arc Knights. Joao,
What?
how has it been playing Nam again? And I heard you guys have
Vietnam.
and I heard you have spotted Tang Kong Dong.
Yeah. What's it? I don't know. I just play it whenever, and usually around the evening after I clean up. And I have a server up, and y'all are just free to join.
Aw, thank you. I played last time, and oh my god, I haven't died that much in the second time around, because now I'm actually trying to keep myself alive and not randomly spawn and get killed by the Viet Congs.
Yeah. Good game.
Apparently.
All but abandoned
Strategic.
by EA.
Because it
EA
doesn't
games.
make any money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because LAN
There are
games,
no microtransactions.
and LAN games don't make any money. So pissed off at, like, Modern Warfare 2 and freaking StarCraft 2, like all of those always online sort of.
Yeah, it's kind of like so dumb.
I mean, it's making them a lot of money and all of that, but you know,
Being able to play online is a nice thing to have, but it should not be the only option to play together. Like I find it
Yeah.
stupid that, for example, if we get all our computers together, we still can't play in server because we all have to be online to do it.
yeah,
Anyways,
That is true.
third world internet,
yes, LAN is a solution to third world internet.
right? The LAN party,
problem
dude.
is,
Hashtag bring back the LAN party.
We can't because COVID, and we gotta be in social distance.
I mean,
Unless we go from like adjacent rooms and then we do a LAN party, sure. But in the same room.
I wanted to say let's build a bigger network, but that's basically the internet.
Let's build a wall.
So it's basically a private server.
But then, yeah. The tool that we've been using to play Battlefield is called Zero Tier.
How do you make it work?
Creates. Well, you just sort of you install it in your computer, and it creates like a virtual private network where you carve out your own little space on the internet, as if and it acts as though it were a local network.
All right.
So it's pretty much having a LAN party over the internet without having to hit EA's servers or without having to,
Diablo 2!
Yeah, actually, you still have your copy of Diablo?
Huh?
You still have your copy?
No. It's probably on the internet somewhere.
If you want, we can play Diablo 2.
It's one of the pick up a retro game and put it on this virtual private net.
Yeah, essentially that's what we're doing.
How many max players were there in Diablo 2? I remember like 2, 3?
I do not remember. I haven't played that game since, 1999 or 2001 or something.
We're strange, Faithful 14. We apologize. But those are some really, really good games.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
When games were
2001.
the golden time, when games were
was
still
in
games and
high
not
school.
money-making machines.
Well, to be fair, there are some really good games now.
Yeah. Warframe. Just kidding.
I
I'm just addicted
I
to
want to
Warframe.
go back to EA and
Because of all of the
remember
microtransactions.
how much
dude.
they're surprised at how their single-player Star Wars game did well. Like, it was an unexpected surprise, but we'll take it.
Oh,
Made
yeah.
millions.
What game? Oh, yeah.
No micro, it's just a single-player campaign.
Because no micro. Yeah.
A lot of, what do you call it? A lot of the indie developers have really good games.
Obsidian,
And
indie developer at the time.
the
Good games. Years of Eternity, Planescape Torment was a really good
Yeah.
game. Darker than Black Martin. It's not your cup of tea.
and like I really like cooperative games. This is why I really loved it when we would play Battlefield.
Oh, yeah.
Like games that we can where you're on the same team.
Oh yeah,
And a couple of
we're kind of missing that co-op feel now. Every online game feels like an MMO.
yeah.
It's like
But, that's why I really loved. That's why I really loved playing Space Team when it first came out.
What's that?
Oh, you haven't played Space Team?
What's it about?
Sorry.
What was the name of that? What was the name of that game where you're like flying your ship?
Oh, is that? Oh gosh. You guys were playing that, right?
Artemis.
Yeah, Artemis. Think of it
Star
like
Trek Simulator.
yeah.
Yeah.
Think of it like Artemis, but instead of being really complex or whatever, it's just like pushing buttons.
You know, it would be really trippy
Okay.
playing Artemis on a virtual private network, because it's nobody knows what is happening except for the pilot.
You want to try it out?
I don't know. Up to you guys. We need a crew.
Yeah, we need six people. We have 6 people. We can coerce AG, so that's 4 of us already.
I just need Miko and maybe Paolo is active.
Yeah, like Paulo is already hopped on our little
Damn.
gaming network.
All right, let's try to make it happen.
Yes, make it so.
The only person who's redundant here is the ship captain,
No.
because the ship captain actually doesn't have a HUD. Just orders people around.
So this is what we're gonna be using our Discord for.
Oh shit! No! We can project. No, we can't. I was thinking we could project the main screen using Zoom.
What?
You could share the screen using Zoom, so everybody can. But everybody has to watch the Zoom in and then go back to their HUD.
Yeah.
So
We're gonna have the pilot blind.
yeah, that'd be fun.
We're getting stabbed from the right.
Top speed, Mr. Sulu.
Weapons at max. We don't have energy for weapons.
So we're gonna be yeah, the way you can see it, dude. We have Artemis on our computers and we're on Discord on our phones.
This is going to be a nightmare. I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Shame we were only able to play it once. We needed a projector to do it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh man. It's gonna be so long since I head back to, or it's gonna be so long till I head back to Manila.
Same here,
At
man.
the earliest, like next year.
You know what? Martin's like at the
Oh,
perfect.
God, I feel jealous.
Your job assignment is perfect for by the time you get back to Manila, COVID cure has finally come out.
Oh, if I can survive here, yeah, it'll be perfect. Because our numbers here are rising.
That's not bad though. Like
We always expect the numbers to be rising.
yeah, like I'm surprised that the numbers in the rest of this is speaking for Cebu, right? Because I don't know what sort of insane is going on up in Manila and over in Brazil. Like I don't really have any sort of direct insights into any of that. The most I have is Cebu, which is sort of acting with a level of autonomy as a local government unit. And with the exception of a few hiccups here and there, I'm not entirely convinced that Cebu City is performing as bad as the rest of the Philippines, right? Like,
Yeah.
our numbers spiked up in the past, like, couple of weeks. Like, we've been getting, 50 to 100 new cases per day or whatever, right? So these numbers started spiking up. And the reason for this number starting to spike up is because we actually contact trace here, which is something that should have been done much longer ago, but is actually being done. In a lot of places, we find testing for symptomatic patients, right? So people that are displaying symptoms, and everybody else that person has come into contact with, do we test them? Well, a lot of other jurisdictions are like, probably not. But like in Cebu, we actually contact trace all of the positives, or the positives that we find, whether they display symptoms or not. So, that spikes the number of positives, but it's a good thing because at least we're identifying where the outbreaks are. And we are identifying who needs to be isolated and who doesn't, right? And starting next week, I'm really happy that they have this whole plan going on. But starting next week, they're going to be going from barangay to barangay and random testing for one person in each household. And if they find one person positive in the household, then they start contact tracing there just to see the extent of the outbreak. So, I don't know. I'm quite happy. No, not quite happy. I am not angry at the way that Cebu has been handling, at least Cebu City has been handling the outbreak relative to what's happening in the rest of the country. The big sort of slip up that I can see here was when they arrested, what's her name?
Oh yeah, the one that was a guest in Channel 14.
Yeah, she was, like, Norm interviewed her many years ago. Bambi Beltran.
Oh, wow.
Many years ago. 2014, like 1 year after Channel 14.
Yeah, so
That's
like,
Maybe.
you know, like that was the biggest problem in the most in recent memory, right? And that was quite a big slip up, admittedly. Like it showed a bit of it showed the danger in that Bayanihan we heal as one act or whatever, the Baho act.
They keep saying Bayanihan heal as one, but all I keep seeing are death threats, bullet shots, arrests.
Yeah.
Where's the healing, guys? Where is the healing?
That's the
In
problem
death,
with it, right?
there is healing.
You know, it's
Heal.
it's terrible.
Sorry, it is. They're using it like as a blanket act, and no amount of marketing label will clean up what the messiness of the implementation.
Yeah.
It's just all over the place. It's either you're too lax or you're incredibly too strict. What was that story here where people delivering oxygen tanks were halted at a checkpoint?
Yeah, it's morons, dude. Morons are manning the checkpoints.
Yep.
And the inherent this is something that I've sort of had to intellectually grapple with, because a lot of the stuff that we see playing out in our society are blatantly unconstitutional, right? A lot of them are blatantly illegal, and there is nothing in the Baho that authorizes, say, the shooting of an unarmed individual that's walking around outside after curfew.
Right.
However, having to take that trigger-happy cop through the entire process, through the entire sort of due process of the law, is something that isn't going to happen in like 3 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, sure, I suppose we kind of have to trust the process. But the problem is, the process is slow, the process is tedious. How do we make the process fast? How do we make the process not marred with checks and balances and possible appeals that can take years?
Batman.
We can do that by getting rid of a lot of the checks and balances that are supposed to make sure that justice is maintained, that justice is carried out, right?
Yeah.
And you can do that by having a dictator. That's how Singapore got really rich really fast. They had a good dictator. So that's really something that's been sort of bugging me. Because is it possible to, quote, get rich quick without a dictator, right? And
I see.
If I concede that yes, we need a dictator, or yes, we need bigger government with a lot of social programs, like if I concede that is sort of the solution, I would not want a system like that in place in case we have somebody that really sucks. You know, it's
Which
like
just so happens.
It's like that's the damage that our president has done has been pretty limited because of things like the what's it called? Because of things like the local government code, which gives local governments autonomy, right? If the policies that were put in place and carried out incorrectly by the people in Manila were done by the people in Cebu, well, that would be a terrible thing. But we have this check in the local government code. But that's another layer of bureaucracy. And that's something that having to go through all of the processes in order to get stuff from the national government and the local government, all of that takes time, right? So the idea is I like having a slow government that likes to fight with each other, because the alternative would be a tyrant, if that makes sense. And a tyranny only works if the guy in power is somebody that you like. But what if the guy in power isn't somebody that you like very much? Well, at that point, you'd say, take down this tyrannical government. If it's somebody like Lee Kuan Yew, well, no, Lee Kuan Yew was also kind of a dick, though.
Yeah.
Right? If you have a quote-unquote enlightened dictatorship and you like the person that's the tyrant, then it's no problem. But if the system remains in place once that good tyrant is gone, then it's replaced with somebody that you don't like. All of a sudden, tyranny seems like a bad idea. So the question is, do you want a slow government with a lot of checks and balances that makes sure that when idiots come into power, their damage is minimized, but at the same time, when somebody brilliant comes into power, their reforms are not as quick and wide-reaching as you would like? That's something that I've been grappling with intellectually. Like, I'm pretty sure, and I'm not going to say that I would necessarily agree with this, but I'm pretty sure that if Vico Soto became president and said, "F it, we are going to make the Philippines a dictatorship with me as dictator," and he does a lot of good, people aren't gonna mind.
What
Or
kind of
you're-
people,
you
though?
know,
Well, if he gets stuff done, it's really it boils down to leadership that you get,
So,
right? Leaderships can implement really quickly because they only have to listen to the one guy.
yeah.
Right.
So there again, that's the eternal issue, right? Because if you want quick, decisive action, then you're going to have to do away with a lot of the bureaucracy that comes with sort of checks and balances as the idea behind them.
Whereas,
And that works if you have a good government, or if you have good people in government. But if you have horrible people in government, that has the exact opposite effect, right? So,
Yeah.
what sort of system would you like in place?
Okay.
And this is something that I don't think very many people understand when it comes to a lot of my points of view. Just for the sake of clarity, for my consistent position when it comes to politics, whatever system you put in place has to work whether or not, or it has to make you feel comfortable if somebody you don't like is in power. And to me, that's a good system, right? Like,
so the system is a good system, but it's someone in power that you hate.
yeah, if you
And
feel
not prefer.
like here, I don't like,
Okay.
I didn't like Aquino. I don't like that political party that he comes from. I don't like Duterte. Right? I don't like any of the. I don't like the political party that he comes from. Right? And with the political system, and I would like to have a system that makes me feel safe when Aquino is in power, when Duterte is in power. Right? Because the people that are and it's got to feel a little bit uncomfortable. Or I have to feel like if somebody, like if I don't know, whoever an ideal leader would be, steps into power, I have to feel that this person is sort of being shackled a little bit.
I see. Yeah.
Diba?
Okay.
Because that's the system
yeah.
that is the system that is good for everybody. Because somebody that you don't like in power, you still kind of feel safe. Somebody you do like in power, well, that, at least if an idiot is in power, the damage is minimal, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
get
So
that.
there, to me, that's the ideal system. That regardless of who the person in power, if I have to be okay if there is a person that I don't like in power. So an idea or a concrete example of that would be, I would like a system that has freedom of speech.
That's true.
Because if the person in power, if I don't like the person in power and the person in power doesn't like me, freedom of speech protects me,
You can still on that person.
right?
Amen.
Now let us imagine a system whereby there is no freedom of speech because there is a tyrant. But I happen to like the tyrant very much. That's great for me.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, but
amazing
not
for me. Now
Not
let's
for everyone
imagine.
in the country.
Now let's imagine that person is replaced by somebody that doesn't like me. I'm screwed.
Yep.
So just imagine what it would be like if a person you didn't like and a person that doesn't like you is in power. What is going to protect
And
you
it's
there? That's your ideal
nothing.
system. Yun.
And okay, I like that. Because when you keep saying dictatorship, I keep on thinking one guy. I think you know this guy. Aladdin or Aladdin? Na 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 na.
Place. So that's sort of, I don't know. That's why I'm a libertarian.
What's a libertarian?
Little people.
I see. Little terriers.
Little people.
Little people. What do you mean, you people?
Yeah, libertarians for like little people that are affiliated with the Lannisters.
I see. And the Lannister always remembers their
But then, what do we call it? What do we call it?
line. Line.
God, I miss the theater.
Thank you for listening to Channel 14.
Please like and subscribe. And apparently, Third World Gaming is now on Spotify. I just figured that out today.
And Radio
Smokes.
Norm Season 4 coming at some point. I read the script. Dude, I read the script that Norm put up for Season 4. For the first episode of Season 4. It's so good.
Holy smokes, where's that again?
Well, it's on
I
our
think I saw
Telegram.
Okay. Okay.
So good.
Double checking now.
But
Oh, man.
yeah, that's I don't know if I'm gonna cut it down into other episodes because like okay now what else do I say after this? What?
It's a 1 episode season.
It's a 1 episode season.
Hey, it happens, man. It happens to a lot. Oh, speak of Radio Norm, I showed you like when I shared Radio Norm to some guy in a podcast group.
Yeah.
And what he said, he listened to your episode called Blank. He thought it's nice to have these types of podcasts and noticed that Channel 14 is like a group of different podcast channels with different niches. I don't really listen to spoken word, but I find it very refreshing. Perhaps I need a change of pace or mood
I mean,
listening to these types of audio. And yes, you can have a change of pace or mood when you listen to Radio Norm.
he's not wrong.
Yes.
Channel 14 does have different podcasts for different things.
Yeah.
So does other podcasts. But thanks.
Hey, listener feedback.
I know. After plugging away Radio Norm to random people.
Finally, our first review.
Oh. After how many years?
Oh man.
Like, first review after like 3 years after the second season.
Yeah.
Contact us. Contact the channel14.com. That gets to all of us.
Yes.
We're on
Fortunately,
Twitter if you can find us.
as CH14,
Barely
all
on
letters,
Twitter.
no numbers.
I think that's Martin.
We're barely
Martin is
on anything.
That's not me. That guy's trolling me. Anyway, speaking of Channel 14, we're apparently on Stitcher
Yeah.
and Apple Podcast.
We're actually like on everything.
Yeah, and
And
probably
nothing
also
at the same time.
Spotify now.
It's like what a lot of podcatchers, what a lot of podcast services will do is pretty much steal Apple's list, right?
Right. What do you mean?
Yeah.
So like for example, we ended up on a lot of platforms that I never like submitted the RSS feeds to, probably because
just-
they
Yeah.
found
They
it
just
on
got
Apple's
the
list.
list.
Yeah. The only one recently that I actually had to make a submission to was Spotify because, Spotify. But like I said, we're pretty much on like most of those other ones.
That's good. I mean, distribution is always great.
Yeah.
That's true. Oh, so now I can't wait to distribute some food for Quarantabaan 2020. If I can still have time to cook. Aside from,
I thought you
yeah.
couldn't cook in your apartment, Martin.
Yeah, but not the smoky one. So maybe a bacon strip or two, and then that's.
How's your neighbor? Did you put the goat head outside his like apartment?
I'm sorry, Shannon Starps. I'm sorry, but Mr. Sharp is still using that for his show every time he wears a LeBron James jersey. Ski.